I keep hearing people say the housing market is about to crash, and some of them are awfully confident about it. Here's my question. What do they know that more than 100 housing experts apparently don't? Fannie Mae just released its latest home price expectation survey. There were 114 panelists in the second quarter survey drawn from the housing industry and academia. These are people who actually spend their days studying housing markets, economics, and the mortgage finance. And they're not forecasting a housing crash, not even close. Their average expectation is for national home prices to rise about 1.7% in 2026, 2% in 27, and 2.8% in 28. By the end of 2030, the average forecast has home prices up 13.6% higher than they were at the end of 2025. Even the most pessimistic group, prices tend to be around 5.3% higher. Now listen, maybe they're wrong. Economists have certainly been wrong before. But if you're telling me we're headed for some massive housing crash, you're basically telling me you know something these 114 people don't. And I'd like to hear it. Because a seller reducing a price isn't a crash. A home sitting on the market for 60 or 90 days isn't a crash. A buyer asking for closing costs isn't a crash. And buyers being able to negotiate again definitely isn't a crash. That's called a normal market. Some sellers are still pricing homes like it's 2021, and they're going to learn some properties are overpriced. They're going to be reduced. Some individual markets could absolutely see declining prices. But that's a completely different argument from saying the entire housing market is about to collapse. And frankly, I think a couple of years of boring appreciation might do us some good. 2%, 3%, nothing spectacular. Let wages catch up. Let buyers breathe. Let sellers sober up a little. Because the biggest problem in housing right now isn't necessarily that houses are about to crash. It's that owning one has gotten very expensive. Mortgage rates, insurance, taxes, maintenance. That's where the pain is. So I'm not telling you housing prices can't fall. They can. I'm telling you that if you're certain a major crash is coming, you're taking a position that's very different from the consensus of more than 100 experts who study housing for a living. You tell me. What are they missing? I'm Bo Evans of Bo Evans Realty.